Good morning, everybody. Hello, Michelle and Natalie and Tiffany and Melissa and James. How are you guys this morning? Look at my hat's a little wonky. There we go. Hey, Mabel, how are you? Anthony, good morning. All my 10X people, what are you guys doing? I know a bunch of you guys are out there. If you can tell, I've picked up a bit of a cold from traveling, but hey, that's what happens. Hey, Sean, how are you? Anyways, I hope you guys are doing great. I had an extremely long travel day yesterday. Oh my goodness. Good morning, John. Um, let's see. I left at about, I don't know, 2 o'clock Orlando. No, probably 3 o'clock. I got home at 11:30 last night. I don't know how they booked me having a layover because Orlando to Austin's a straight shot. So I got there in 2.5 hours. It took me 9 hours to get home. So, anyways, I'm going to have a talk with the people that booked me. Unbelievable. I never thought I was getting out of Dallas, Texas last night. Hey, Anthony. Oh, and happy birthday to my grandson. Thank you, my little Cammy. Okay, I know a bunch of my peeps are out there at 10X, and I'm seeing all the pictures, and I'm not feeling super jealous. I'd love to be out there with everybody, but I'm a little over traveling right now. I will not lie. I'm kind of glad to be home, sitting in my office, talking to my fierce tribe from my computer that works. Okay, so I posted it yesterday, and for those of you who did not read my post, what a disaster it was yesterday morning. And a couple of lessons to be learned from that. First and foremost, you know, back everything up to the cloud. But the biggest reason I was not backed up to the cloud before my presentation in Orlando yesterday is I was still working on it. I wanted to tweak it some more. I had listened to some Sheryl Sandberg stuff. This was a women's event. I wanted to add some stuff to it. So I was like, I'm going to charge it up. I get up early every morning anyways. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll just add it. I'll finish it up in the morning. And then, I'll go over to the convention center. And for some reason, my little cord was not charging my computer. And so, of course, I talked about it on the show yesterday. And I will tell y'all, the biggest thing, my big takeaway from that yesterday was I never ask for help. Typically, I would not have said anything to y'all. I just would have just powered through the show, gotten off the show, and then just said, "Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?" And I went through everything yesterday. I mean, I went downstairs. I tried to use their computers. Their computers don't let you save things to the desktop. They don't let you send them as attachments or as PowerPoints. It was crazy. I called their IT department, went through their plugs. So Michelle called me, Michelle McLean, and you guys know her. I mean, she always does things for everybody. I think I said the other day, I was worried when she wasn't on the show one day because I knew she was sick, right? And she called me. She's like, okay, we'll get through this. And so we kind of went through everything we knew. And she called her good friend, her ex-boss. And this guy doesn't even know me. Latif, he doesn't know me. He doesn't know anything about me, but she calls him. He lives in Orlando. He was taking his kids to school. He has a big company that he runs. And he goes out of his way, drives across town, goes to Best Buy, buys this whole menagerie of cords. Like it was like one pack with like 55 different adapters. Y'all, not one of them worked. So anyways, so I was at the hotel, and then across the street was the convention center, but it was like almost a mile to the convention center. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to wing it. Like, I know this material. I know it really, really well. So he's like, I'll just take you over there. So he takes me over to the convention center. This convention center was so big. And the guy told us that it's a million square feet under roof. So it's one of the largest convention centers in the country. And so we're having to find the different doors and everything to get in. Anyways, Latif, I mean, what a good dude. And Michelle, good morning. I want to say hi to Sharon and Ken. Good, hey, Miami. Dina and Melissa and Beth. And, he says he's heading to GrowthCon now. Yes. Well, you guys just knock it out. But anyways, y'all, I mean, we got to ask for help sometimes. And then we also have to be willing to help. So, Michelle, I am forever grateful. Just so you guys know, the computer was not fixed. I'm ready to just throw it away. But I will be over at Best Buy. I won't be able to do it today, but I'll be over there tomorrow after my little Cammie's birthday party. And finding out what the heck happened and what's going on. But guys, it just gets down to, hey, Craig, we've got to be able to ask for help from our tribe. And isn't that why we all come together? So Michelle, I told you yesterday, I called her a couple times, but I called her afterwards. And I am just forever grateful that you jumped in. I'm really, really grateful to the guy, Latif, who didn't even know me. But based on Michelle, he drove across town after he dropped his kids off at school, went to Best Buy, messed with that. I mean, it's the last day of the month. He owns an automotive advertising company. It's the last day of the month yesterday. He had a lot better things to do than to drive all over town, go to Best Buy, fight traffic, and come over to a hotel to some random person he had never met before, mess with her computer, take her to the convention center. I mean, blah, 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 blah. And then I get on stage, y'all, and I'm telling the story, and my audience is roaring laughing. They're like, that is awesome, you know? And then I went back to the table after I spoke, and I was sitting with the senior vice president. He was at my table of the company, and it was SAP, big software services company. And he's like, I love that you told that story. He said, because, you know, like, I read your book, and I figured, you know, I bet someone like her never has a bad day. And I'm like, oh, I have plenty of them. But the thing is, I usually hide them. I would have never asked for help. I would have gotten up here and I said, I would have spoken. I would have knocked it out because, you know, this is my content. This is what I know. But the visuals are important in a room this big with this many people in it. And he goes, well, you know, I just want to thank you for sharing it. And I said, well, I hope it wasn't inappropriate. And of course, I didn't go into too many details, and I didn't spend a lot of time on it. But the reason how I got onto it was because I talk about, when I talk in my speech about the 5 pillars of success. There are 5 pillars of success, right? And one of them is to, you know, is to be prepared at all times, right? And I wasn't super prepared. And I said, and the best way to be prepared for your day to start, or the best way to be prepared if life or your day throws you a curveball, is that you get up early in the morning. Because if you get up early in the morning, you've got time to fix whatever it is that just got thrown at you. And I said, so y'all, I mean, like, you know, I get up at 5 in the morning, 5:30 today. I got up at 6:30. I won't lie. That's why it was a very long day yesterday. But I get up really early in the morning, and so that I can handle stuff that comes up. So if I would have just rolled out of bed, I had a 12 o'clock speaking engagement on the East Coast. And if I'd have rolled out of bed at 8 o'clock, gotten ready, I wouldn't have been prepared. I wouldn't have the time to been able to handle what was coming my way. So that's a really big deal, y'all. I mean, that one of the pillars to success, I've told you guys and gals before, and every single one of you do it because you're up in the morning with me, is to get up early in the morning. And then number 2, when you need help, ask early, ask soon. Ask somebody who can help, like putting it out to the tribe. I mean, you guys were unbelievable yesterday. Neil, good morning. How are you? Are you going to GrowthCon too? Laura, how are you? And James. Okay, the other thing I want to put out to the universe today, I am hosting a Hustle House for the Hustle and Grind conference. And they asked me to host an all-girls Hustle House. And it seems like, rumor has it, that Scott Simons and I are in a contest on who can fill our Hustle Houses first. Yes, Sherry, I did take System Well. And yes, I'm going to take some more this morning. I'll be fine. I just haven't had any coffee yet. I'll pull out of this thing. I got a couple big meetings today that I'm excited about. And it's all good. It is all good. I am back home. I'm back in Austin, Texas. But back to April 4th and 5th. We're back in Orlando. It's the Hustle and Grind Con. It is not just for automotive. It's if you are in sales. Hey, Frank Cranitti. Good morning from 10X. And Laura Forster, I put you on that. Natalie Phillips, you ought to think about it. But we have 10 rooms. They're mansions. I think we've got 5 of them. But I have one. I'm the leader. We have 10 rooms. They've got their own bathrooms. And these Hustle Houses are so fun. And then, you know, so we do Hustle House by night. And then we do the conference all day, the next couple of days. And Anita, Hustle House. You need to be in my house, sister. Amy says she needs to send me or excuse me, Michelle says she needs to send me Amy Shelton's tea recipe. I think you've done enough for me in the last 24 hours, Michelle. Unbelievable. But so I want to invite the big sellers. First of all, I want to invite you guys to Hustle and Grind. It is absolutely a great conference. But number two, I want to invite the women to stay in my Hustle House. I think we sold 3 or 4 of them yesterday. So I think I've got 5 rooms left because I have to have a room. So, that's right. Neil was there last year. He was in the Hustle House, or he was in the Hustle Houses. But Neil, you cannot stay in my Hustle House because you're a boy. So I guess you can stay in Scott Simons's. But again, it's just another chance for us to get together. It's fun. There's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of business that comes out of it. Dina Kelly says, thanks to Anthony. Hustle and Grind Convention is how I met you awesome folks. Aww. That's right, because Anthony was at Hustle and Grind, and you were too, Dina. So, Dina, come stay in my Hustle House. It's going to be so fun. I've got these visions that we're going to sneak out at night, and we're going to teepee the boys' Hustle Houses. I don't know. All kinds of havoc we're going to create, though, I promise you. If I'm the leader, there's going to be some havoc. There's going to be some fun stuff happening in Orlando. So that's April 4th and 5th. I hope you guys can come out there. But so I guess our big takeaway today, and I didn't talk about YouTube, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to tell you guys and gals, it's Friday, it's the weekend. All my friends are out in Miami. You guys go out there and soak it up. Tell Bethany Frankel I said hi. She doesn't know me. I just like to pretend she knows me. She liked 2 of my tweets in the last 30 days, and I just was over the moon with it. I think she's fantastic. Anyways, Mabel, how are you? You need to come on out there. You've been invited. I'll see you next week in New York. Melissa Munch, come on out to the Hustle and Grind Con. It's unbelievable. Go ahead and get a room in my Hustle House. It's so much fun. Natalie Phillips, come on, girls. It is going to be fun. And oh yeah, and James says it's Super Bowl Sunday. I'm driving home last night and I'm listening to the fact that Jason Garrett's not getting his contract renewed, which I live in a house of Cowboy fans. So my husband and my son were both like, yep, that's a good thing. You know, they're both very mad at Jason Garrett. You know, they are not fair weather fans. Lisa Patrick, I tagged you on that Hustle and Grind Con. You need to come on out. Anyways, so I forgot, like totally, all I'm hearing about from all my peeps is hustle and grind, 10X, 10X, 10X. And so it is Super Bowl weekend. So who you rooting for? I don't even care. I think it's the Patriots and the Rams. I got a bunch of people coming to my house. I know that. I got my little grandson's birthday tomorrow, which is why I'm not in Miami with all of you. And anyways, but yeah, Super Bowl weekend. Who are we going for? Jason Garrett is an underachiever. Yeah, he certainly is. Lisa Patrick says, you bet, babe. Are you saying you bet, babe, because you're coming out to Orlando to hang out in my Hustle and Grind house? You guys don't be buying Scott Simons's house. Don't be buying into Scott's house. Mine's going to be a lot more fun. Mine's girls only. Hey, Barron Washington. Oh, let's go Rams. Okay. Jason Garrett puppet Rams, baby. Okay. 11X. Okay. That's what we're going to do in our house, Lisa Patrick. So come on. Yeah, Shannon, sounds like you need some rest. Yeah, it's been a long week for sure. Melissa Munch is saying Rams. Okay, so it sounds like my people are going for the Rams. Again, I have zero skin in the game. I'm driving home last night. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Super Bowl weekend. Oh boy, who cares? I'm just glad to be driving home. I'm just so glad to sleep in my bed tonight. I can't even see straight. Lisa Patrick says she's thinking about it. Uh-oh. My girl Michelle is going for the Patriots. Anthony says maybe if Jason Garrett was a part of Big Sellers Group, he would have had a Super Bowl. Let me tell you something, Anthony. According to my sources, Jason Garrett really blew it. I mean, I think the Cowboys for a minute had a chance to go to the Super Bowl. So I don't know, though. I'm not that into it, to be honest with you. Melissa Burrows saying Patriots. Anyways, okay, guys. Anyways, ask for help. We are tribe. We are family. I am so appreciative, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the people that called me yesterday and texted me and said it's going to be okay and whatever. But, you know, Michelle took action and she found somebody. Like I said, Latif, God bless. I mean, just the fact that you came over to my home. You didn't even know me. You drove all the way across Orlando, across traffic. He gets there, y'all. He's apologizing to me. He's like, I'm so sorry. The traffic was crazy. And I'm like, you don't need to ever apologize to me for taking time out of your busy day at the end of the month to come help some random stranger with her computer. I mean, Never, ever, 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 ever. So, anyways, I'm super grateful for every single one of you. I could not imagine doing life or mornings without you. That is for sure. And I will see you on Monday. So go Rams, go Patriots. I really don't care. Looks like we have a few more Rams followers on this thread than we do Patriots. But again, I don't care. I just want you guys to be happy, healthy, safe. Have a great weekend. All my 10X friends, go out there, soak it up. Come back and share a bunch of tidbits with us. Tell Bethany Frankel, Lisa Copeland said hello, and remind her that she's liked 2 of my tweets in the last probably 60 days, not just 30, but 60. And invite her to the Hustle House, April 4th and 5th. So for you ladies who want to come and have a great time, I want you to come stay in my house. So it is on my feed I think it's hustlehouse.com. is the website. But don't sign up for big seller Scott Simons' house. Sign up for Lisa Copeland's house. Girls only. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. And I will see you bright and early Monday morning. Bye-bye, y'all.